Okay, KDAY Nation, you know we got something special that we cooked up just for you. We have some legends in the building, but listen, they are celebrating 30 years this year. We are talking about Lazy Bone, Flesh Bone. Thank you guys so much for stopping by because y'all been busy this whole week. Moving and grooving, but let's talk about it. First of all, I just want to touch base because this just happened. You presented the Grammy to N.W.A. for the Lifetime Achievement Award.
100%.
How did it feel being on stage? First of all, among all your peers, you know, that's got to be crazy. But then also, too, like a well-deserved award.
Right. It was an honor meeting Eazy-E's mom, Mrs. Eric Wright, Mrs. Wright. It was a pleasure to have her amongst us. That was a blessing, feeling her energy, feeling E's energy through her, a real special blessing. And of course, Eric Wright Jr. To represent. He look and sound just like his father, if you ask me.
All the kids, though, was there. All
but
everybody.
it's just, you guys have a special connection, you know? So that special connection, how was Eazy-E's mom towards you guys when she...
Just like my mama.
Like our mama.
Like
mama.
Yes.
Like mom.
She said, let me take my shades off so y'all can see what I'm saying. I said, you go, girl.
She sure did.
She sound like her son, yeah.
It was really like, you know, just coming from junior high school, 1986, 87, you know what I mean? When they was dropping the music, they was introducing, because people wasn't cursing on records. It was like a whole new style thing, bold, all that. So for it to come full circle, not only have we been signed to Eazy-E, but to be around the whole group, we never had that opportunity before, you know what I'm saying, to be around. And DOC was in the building, MC Ren was in the building, Cube, of course, in the building, you know what I'm saying? So that was just a blessing. It come full circle, man, to know that we a part of something that's really eternal.
When you guys all get together, because each and every one of you are just legendary in your own right, and the music that you've executed, to the way that you stood for the culture. When you see, you know, Cube and the DOC, do you guys automatically talk about like, hey, let's get in the studio together? I mean, it's right then and there. You know, I would think it'd be conversation.
That's in the back of the mind. We did ask a few questions as far as what's going on with the music and everything. But, you know, these guys, you know, got a lot going on just as well as we have a lot going on. It's just love to be around these dudes. It's a pleasure and an honor to be even in these dudes' presence. From the DOC, bless him, Q, bless him, Ren, bless him, man. We looked up to these guys. When I see them, it takes me back to when we was in front of the mirror, just practicing rapping their verses and you know, the formula, going crazy to all of that stuff that Funky Enough what the DOC was coming with and all that stuff, and even all that stuff MC Ren was doing on all his solo projects. That stuff takes me back when I'm in. I'm like, hold on, wait, I was just rocking out to that stuff, and it's like in the same way fans view us, that's how we look up to them.
Right.
Because I turned into a little kid. I asked Cube off the rip, you think I can play in the your 3-on-3 tournament? he like, you don't want to play against them. They 7 feet. I'm looking at Cube like, you
don't want that business. You don't want that business.
Ball, homie.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I'll be balling. I mean, I ain't good as my brother, but you know what I'm saying.
We balling a little bit. We some hoopers though. So you know, you put us to the test. You know. That's just like we'll take anybody to the hole, and I'll mess around and dunk on one of them 7 foot. And I'm just letting y'all know I jump like I'm 7 feet tall still. So
Flesh, out of everybody, who's the baller in the group?
I you know, we all ball, but that's one of the things that I was doing. I went to school balling.
Lazy said you.
Yeah. I played a little bit of college basketball and things. Fate took me another direction, so I was meant to be an entertainer. I was gonna be an entertainer either on the court or off the court, and it ended up being in the studio on the microphone instead.
Because really, the original plan was for him to go pro, and because he the reason why we got the one-way bus tickets to California in the first place, because he came out here balling with some of his homies in school and then rapped against some famous people, and he was like calling us on payphones back in the days talking about y'all got to get out here. So Flesh and Bone, not only bought the tickets but took the journey before we did.
Yeah,
he's so humble.
I was on a journey. I was only a teenager. I ended up coming out here as about 18, maybe 19 years old, by myself on the bus. Came out here took the first 3-day bus trip out here. Got out here, and the scene was crazy.
Did you know what you were coming towards, or
I did not. All I knew was the West Coast is where it was at. That's what my mother, may she rest in peace, was the one that really said, you know what, you need to go ahead and go. How about California? And, you know, we talked, me and my mother had a long talk about it, but she was the one that was like, she pretty much sent me to California.
Damn.
And it was one of them things like, baby, something got to happen. And me being the eldest, it sent me out there first. And came out here. I was definitely on, the hoop circuit playing ball, but at the same time, I'm a rapper. I beatbox. I rap, and I'm falling into these circuits. The first club I went to was the Gland Slam, the club downtown by Prince. Before we even a funny a crazy story, because I was going there. The homies was taking me to the Gland Slam every weekend, and I'm tripping. I'm like, the ladies just had my mind blown. The people that was performing, and it was always these rap circles. It was always somebody somewhere with a circle with some type of battle rap going on.
Right.
I would sneak my way up in there in the middle of that motherfucker and just, and get in and then mix of this. But the energy was there. It wasn't in Cleveland. Now, we all got started in Cleveland, but it was too much happening in Cleveland. The homies or family and friends was getting picked off left and right. We was nervous about that.
Oh, man.
We was like, we got to get the F up out of here.
Bro sent for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right away, were you like, I'm down, or you're like, hold up?
Look,
West Coast?
no
at that
hesitation.
time, giving back at that time.
Reservation.
I'm on East 99th. Back then, cell phones wasn't as popular as they are right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody didn't have a phone in their house, let alone in their pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So everybody on the block called me like, man, your brother on the payphone.
Imagine that.
So I run to the payphone. My brother was like, pack your bags. Y'all get ready. I'm coming to get you. And I was ready that morning. He ain't get home for 3 days.
Yeah.
Do you guys understand this? He was on a payphone.
Payphone.
You had to literally, somebody had to answer.
Homie on the
Whoever
block.
answered in the neighborhood
And answered.
knew what it was.
Yep, knew
Had
what it
to
was.
Come get me.
Oh, my God.
My big brother was called. They like, Steve, you know my name's Steve. They like, Steve, stand on the phone.
Just
I'm
like
man,
that.
quit playing. It's like 11 o'clock at night. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I get to the phone. He tell me who he rapped against. He was like, I ate him alive. He was like, I'm coming to get you. And then boom, I went and reported that to Cray, Busy, and Wish. Like Stack say that. He said he rapped against. I don't want to say their name.
It's okay.
Because we cool with them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but we was better. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway,
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Man, it was an experience words can barely describe, because like I said, it was like you calling a payphone. I'm in California on the payphone, calling another payphone in Cleveland. And this is our story, and this is why the biopic or the docuseries is going to be so special and epic when y'all get that future, another few years, decades.
I'm glad you
at
said
the
that, because
Bone
we've been
Thugs.
asking, like, we want the true story. I don't want the story from anybody else. I want it from you guys.
100%.
I want to hear the truth and how it really was. I mean, that
Definitely.
story right there you just told me, I can picture that in a documentary reenactment.
Right.
Indeed. So I'm hanging out at this Gland Slam club. Turns out to be the very first club Bone Thugs and Harmony perform at as a group. We performed there. Ice-T introducing us. Coming out, and it was performing records off Creepin on the Come Up. Eazy-E right there. We flip on Eazy-E this night because we wanted to get paid right then and there.
Eazy-E said he was gonna give us $6,000, but when we go on stage, we like, E, where our money at? He like, man, I got y'all money, man. We like, but you know what the rumors was back then. You know what I'm saying? We like, man, we need our money right now. He like, man, y'all tripping. We end up doing the show. we riding with him anyway, so we try to walk away down the street.
Can't
We
walk,
jump out the car,
Spoiled
so we
brats.
flip on E. You know what I'm saying? We kind of like Gabe.
Like, get y'all dumb
he
ass
had
in
he
the
had
car.
patience with us though, man, and especially me, because I was I was
You
just
were?
terrible.
You seem so chill.
I am now, because I did 10 years in the California State Penitentiary, just to let y'all know. I did that walk on the yard. I walked the yard up here. I went through that. I went through all them hardships and had to be grown into, spawn into the man that I am today. But I had to go through that. Don't wish that on my worst enemy. But I went through that so that mine don't have to go through it. You feel what I'm saying? And here we are today, still stomping strong, looking good, feeling good, and all the rest. And but we gave Eazy-E a little bit of a hard time, but we was ready.
Right.
We was definitely show ready, mic ready, and he didn't waste no time. When we talked to him, when we had that meeting with him, and we were in Cleveland, because he told us about the tour that he was on,
Right.
and then we wanted to be a part of that tour so bad that we went back to Cleveland on a Greyhound just to be a part of that show that he was having in Cleveland. And that's when we had the real powwow with him on what y'all want to do. And he didn't waste no time. He put up the money. We was in the studio that week. Took us less than a week to record Creepin' on the Come Up, and history was made.
See, they don't know this. So the timeline was we left Cleveland 1993, November 23rd, out here to January, right? January, we went back to do the show for Eazy-E. Rap for him backstage, right? He brought us back out here by June 24th. We had recorded an album and a half with him, which the EP turned out to be Creepin' on the Come Up, and Thuggish Ruggish Bone came out June 24th, 1994. So like in that little period of time, we created all that music. Our album was out. We platinum the next week, and ironically, E passed away. So we spent 15 months, 16 months with Eazy-E, and that blessing he gave us still here to this day.
Indeed. We was even around, like Eazy-E, he had his life, he was doing what he was doing, but he spent a lot of time with us in his last. He was like the 6th Bone member.
Yeah, he had braids in there.
You know, he was when y'all saw
Curl
E
was
with the
gone.
braids, that's because he was spending too much time with Bone Thugs and everything. And it's cool. We got such records in the cut that I wish we can that we was able to pull out and everything. But we was able to be there when N.W.A. potentially was about to come back together. That's when he went out there, had to talk with Cube, and then he let us know personally. I've been talking
to the phone calls.
You know, he was telling us.
He was right there when
right,
he was on the phone. He was daring us like when I get my group back together, y'all can't fuck with us.
And that's what he did. They was finna get back together.
On, man, y'all can't,
Right.
And then but that was our inside thing, because that's what
This is a friendly competition.
Yeah,
Man,
That's what it is.
And everybody know E was the man.
and we gave him a
Everybody.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
And it felt good, didn't it?
It was good.
Yes.
Man, that was huge. Bone Thugs and Harmony presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award for N.W.A. is a milestone not only for us, history. And because the Recording Academy don't usually let outside presenters come in and do that. Harvey represents the head honcho over there at the the Recording Academy.
They made an exception.
They made an exception for this. That's how special it was. So Bone Thugs introduce and present the honoree for N.W.A. And it's history.
I don't think
history's made.
it could have worked any other way, though. And the fact that you spent those 15 months with Eazy-E and you spent a lot of time with it. Now that his kids are older and they're venturing off in their journey and they're starting to embrace their careers, do you feel an obligation towards his kids the way he was towards you?
Well, I absolutely do. You know what I mean? Like not just his kids, but all the kids, all of our children. I feel like as adults, we have an obligation to lead.
Speak on it,
You know
please.
what I'm saying? So Eazy-E like my little brother. All the other little Easys, Derek, all them,
Every
what I
last
mean?
one of them, all of them.
So we've all had our chance to individually have moments with them, and it was special because that's E children, so we get a little piece of him. It's a privilege to have a little piece of him. So of course, the obligation, I feel like that's our duty to make sure if we can to do whatever we can.
I feel like that's the least you can do for that.
Yeah,
man,
you know, Eazy-E is the face of West Coast music.
Look what he gave our children.
You know, he's the face. He's the godfather. He's the foundation of West Coast. No matter what, no matter how you look at that. And yes, there is a full obligation for us on no matter what capacity it is. We still lacing boots and opening doors too, to whatever the case may be. No matter how much time you spend in the lazy bone or crazy bone or flesh, no matter how much time you spend of us, at some point, if we're able to put somebody in position, that's what we've been doing our whole career.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And if we give you those boots, those shoes to run in, then I didn't did what I had to do. Now you often it's up to you to run in those shoes.
That's
I can't
true.
run in the shoes for you. I can get you in position. I can send you over here, send you over there, open this door for you. That's all I can do. The rest is up to you. And yeah, that's and it comes with the territory.
And you obligated to reach back.
Right.
If somebody put you on, you're supposed to put somebody else on.
To me, that's just good people.
You know,
what I
everybody
mean?
might not have the same record sales, but you know, everybody can earn and be successful at what they do. You know what I mean? So yeah, we reach back.
I love it. Now with the game changing like it has, how do y'all maintain that authentic Bone Thugs and Harmony vibe while still trying to stay relevant in today's hip hop?
I mean, well, actually, hip hop.
I just feel like you guys are just authentic anyways, and people just fuck with you because they love you.
Actually, hip hop did it for us, because if we disappeared for 2.5, 3 years, or not, we never really not that long, but hip hop did it for us because people picked up our flow and they kept it going. They kept us alive. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, and whoever that may be, turn your radio on and find out. But you know what I mean? They kept us alive because it was so authentic that it had to be duplicated. Anything that's original will be duplicated through and through, especially in the record industry. You know what I'm saying? So music it's one big circle.
But I think it's kind of crazy too, and I feel like there's like this second wave that's coming. And hear me out on this with TikTok, because when you go on TikTok, you start seeing a lot of Bone Thugs, and some of these kids think they discovering for the first time, and they're blowing it up, and it's like it's going viral, and it's funny. You're probably seeing a 16-year-old bumping Bone Thugs doing some challenge to it, like that's crazy, right?
Amazing. They doing dances the way Crazy Bone do his hands on the, you know, I seen all that, man, and that's just like it is a new wave, because there are new outlets. When we started, you had a record company. And that's what you had. And they controlled your distribution, the way they marketed you, the way they promoted you. Now you can go on TikTok and market yourself.
Yeah,
100%. Yep. The game has changed with social media 100%, because you know, you got people like Bone Thugs and Harmony, to Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, E40. All of them are immortalized through these platforms every day, viral. There's always something going viral, and there's always people. There's about 10 billion people on the planet. So you can imagine the endless possibilities given today's social media versus grassroots marketing back in the day. You know, even with KDAY, you know, you had to be something, you know, everybody didn't have the opportunities that DJ Quick had. It was like DJ Quick was like the face of KDAY back in the 90s, coming up and everything. But now you have KDAY on your phone even not to take away, it's the innovation,
right? And
when
the
it comes
app
to
and the
social
accessibility.
media. You know, KDAY is still here. You feel what I'm saying? And it's still a platform and a route for so many people. But social media immortalizes us all the time, every day.
Right.
All these youngsters, our legacy is immortalized.
But you know what, Flesh? I think they immortalize you because of the authenticity. You know, you see these artists that, you know, they might have a single here and then they're gone tomorrow. Their single might be popping for a few months and then you never hear from them again. But I think they immortalize people that have that authenticity, and that's what makes you guys so different and makes you still relevant. I don't mean to be, you know, judgy on any new artists. I do love a lot of new artists that are coming up. I just don't know if they can have a catalog like you guys.
It's a lot of weight. It's
yes,
a lot.
It really is.
Not everybody can carry the weight of the world on their shoulder.
And it's moving so fast now. You know what I mean? Patience ain't the same as it used to be.
The world gonna test you.
You can listen to a song for 6 minutes back in the days. Now you lucky if you get 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
You're lucky if you get 30 seconds. I'm sorry. No, but it's, songs is 45 seconds now. No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's the nature of it.
The little TikTok song is just the hooks.
The TikTok, it's the hook. It's the hook.
It's the hook, yeah.
And
a billion views.
A billion views. I was listening to something. One of the artists, man. One of these new guys, that guy, I forgot the name of the artist, but the record is literally like 45 seconds long, and it got about 2-3 billion streams. And I'm like, damn, come on, I just listened, and then all it was a couple of hooks, and no verse. Just a part of a hook, and that's all it is. I think y'all might know who I'm talking about. It slips my mind. There's so much going on in the world today. It's just like great time to be alive. But you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Thank God for the social media, because like Lay said, just at the press of a button, you can have access to your fans and do your own platinum situation just like that. But you gotta want it. You gotta have the sense of consistency. If you don't have that consistency, because you're gonna get knocked upside your head every step of the way.
We know that to make it in this business, consistency is the key. But how do you keep that drive up? How do you not get knocked down? There's so much bullshit and there's so much white noise. How do you stay focused? I think that's the answer everybody's trying to
Something
find
is
out.
gonna happen.
See, I think we all get knocked down, but everybody don't get back up.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
the
So
thing.
you got to have the right people around you to encourage you. You got to have a team. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be.
And it's okay to go through the team sometimes, because sometimes you got to pick and choose, and some people
You
don't work
need
the way you thought they were going to.
You need people in your life. You can try to be Mr. Do it all and be the jack of all trades if you want to. That might get you but so far. But you need people around you. Everybody got somebody that's helping them with something, doing something to get you somewhere. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You're going to run into the people that you're going to have problems trusting and everything. So what? Deal with it. This is the nature of the whole beast. This is why everybody can't handle this industry. They say it ain't. Look, this industry been good to me. And I'm not, I have my dislikes about it. But Lord have mercy, this industry been damn good to me and my brothers.
Yes.
Blessed us. And if you're not a fighter in heart and spirit and grounded in what your creator gave, you got to understand that he recreates you all the time. You got to be willing, you got to have the ingenuity and the innovation to understand that every time you pick up that pen, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new rap, it's a brand new rhyme, and it's a brand new you.
Could be a brand new journey if you want it to be.
Every day.
You got to love it, bottom line.
Right.
You got to love what you do. So it ain't about getting the money.
Because you're going to be tested.
Yeah,
you're going to be tested.
It's not about getting the money. The test going to come. You know what I'm saying? Getting the money, all these materialistic things. If you truly love what you do, no matter what you do, engineering, managing, anything within the industry, or if you're a doctor or scientist, if you love that, you're going to get knocked down, you're going to get back up, because this is your aspiration, ambition.
And you know what I think too is your sound is so unique. I think I'm going to say it. I think that kept you in the industry flawlessly, was the sound, because I don't know anybody. I know a lot of rappers that sound alike. I don't know anybody on this planet that sounds like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
And that's the challenge.
What you're trying to do.
That's why I love it when I hear somebody emulating the Flesh and Bone, the Lazy Bone, the Busy Bone. You feel what I'm saying? I love it. Matter of fact, I need as many of y'all out there as possible to figure out if y'all can please emulate my style as much as you can. I need you to keep doing it. And I need you to keep doing it because, like how Cece was saying, she said that she don't think anybody can match it.
I don't.
So, but that's the challenge though, because I that's my thing. That's my pep. I love it. I'm like, damn. Hold on. Every time I turn around, it's like somebody is a Bone Thug. There's a new Bone Thug artist. It's like everybody's doing some Bone Thug. One way
I
or the
love
other.
that you inspire millions. I just don't think anybody could ever touch that sound. I'm sorry.
I give them a hint to try. You know what I mean? Like, you might get close to one sound of one of us, but it's 5 of us. And that's that whole group with that fist and 5 fingers come together, like the blending, the harmonies, the timing, like. You have to be, because we spent a lifetime together. All right, this wasn't like we 30 years famous.
Right.
But we was actually in grade school doing this. You know
Way
what I'm
beyond
saying?
that,
So
even
it was 12, 13 years, 10, 10 to 13 years before we made it that our chemistry was bonded. So that's why you got to spend time together, and we spent a lot of time together.
And that time is chemistry, you know. In the 30 years when you guys all when you guys broke up, a lot of you guys went, you know, and did your own thing. Did you ever think that you guys would come back together?
I mean, it's a fact.
So
keep this in mind. And great question, CC. One might have went this way, one might have went that way, and everything. But it's like you ever heard the prodigal son saying, when you step out of the house, when the son step out of the house and you go explore the world, he has to take on those challenges and everything. But the father and the mother is always right there with the dinner table and the dinner spread, always ready for you to come home when you willing and ready. Bone Thugs and Harmony is a revolving door. No matter where you go in the world, you feel what I'm saying? There's always, that door is always open for you, and we always got a big plate for you at the table waiting on you whenever you get back. Bone Thugs and Harmony is a family. This is one of the key and one of the greatest assets of Bone Thugs and Harmony, because our parents knew each other. When me and Lay met Cray, and Cray became our best friends, well, our parents were already friends, and we didn't know it.
They went to school together.
What?
And same thing with Busy's parents. My mother knew his parents before we even understood.
Our mother introduced us to Busy Bone. She took him in.
Yeah. And my
Talking
mother literally,
I want you to hear this boy. I'm thinking he a little kid.
Yeah, literally adopted him and brought him home. And he was with us ever since his father, Busy's father, knew my mother. They went to school together, all that, the same thing. So those roots, and this is why, you know, you're going to see no matter what's going on, and what you might think is the dynamics of Bone Thugs and Harmony can be a 1-man, 2-man, 3-man, 4-man. It's a 5-man group. But you can get 4, and you can get 3, you can get 2. Or one might have to carry the banner. It doesn't matter. Bone Thugs and Harmony, when you see that one Bone Thugs and Harmony member right there, respect that, because he's carrying my banner and the rest of the whole the banner of the whole group, and he's representing Bone Thugs and Harmony to the fullest. No matter where he go by himself, no matter where I go by myself, respect what I got, what I bring. Don't just think that just because Cray ain't there, don't think that the spirit of the whole group is not there. This is the dynamics of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Right.
And I always knew we break up to make up. You know what I mean? Because the love that I have for my brothers was undeniable. Nothing nobody could have did. Like, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, Lay, you the glue. You always," I'm always there, because I already know that in the long run, like, I was thinking lifetime achievement. I wasn't thinking about no Benz or no Bentley. I was thinking about, we gonna get us some trophies off. Like, I really, really wanted to be that, watching Michael Jackson on the Grammys go home and clean that thing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, our brotherhood is what solidifies us.
But I also think sometimes you have to leave the nest and grow and stretch a little bit, then come back home a little stronger. And it happens. It's just human nature, right?
And we all had those times, you know what I mean? But we all respected each other enough to be like, okay, well, he been gone too long. Let's go check on him. Or he need his space. Give him that out of respect. But just leave the door open, so when whoever come home, you know, we built the house. We should all be able to come home too.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a question for you, Flesh. As the group started to take off and blew up, and you were in prison, how did it feel to see the success of the group take off while you were in the yard? Let's just be honest.
Indeed.
How did that feel? Because I know that had to be a separate feeling. You're happy, but you're away from them, and then you've got, you know, the people surrounding you and your environment at the time. How did that feel?
It was a feeling, to be truthful. I prayed that one way or the other, my brothers would be able to keep the mission alive. Just because one is going through this situation or that situation, that don't mean Bone Thugs and Harmony, the brand, fall apart and quit. And that's what I was worried about the most. And to be able to see things continue to move on was a blessing for me, because damn it, I need something to come home. I'm not finna come home to nothing. So check it out. Y'all ain't got no choice get to the grind. I need a Grammy. I need a couple of music awards, and I need a couple of more platinum albums before I come home. Because if I come home and I gotta look for y'all niggas, it's gonna be some problems. No, but
Lil
yeah, but
bro came with the barbecue, the whole bus, the studio ready. We picked him up on the bus. We went straight to the studio. That's what he
and that's what's up.
Straight to the studio.
So these dudes picked me up in royal fashion in a big old
tour bus.
12 bunker tour bus, and we stayed on that tour bus for like two, 3 weeks. But they came to the prison, pulled up in a tour bus, bam. I loaded up on that mojo. It had a recording studio on the bus.
I know those CEOs were like, what
so
what's going on?
I walked out of the pen draped in my all white, I don't know. I was looking like something, but
feeling like money. Let's go.
Like money.
Pristine,
Out the
clean.
gate.
Yes.
With my little white linen on, head, you know what I'm saying? And hopped on that bus. The music was going. We went straight right there from out there, Central California, all the way to Hollywood into the studio. On the Mojo mic, and it was on, and I prayed for that. So sometimes God don't answer when you want to, or
right.
however the case may be. But when He does. Let God do what He will. But I've always been faithful. I've always prayed to God. I prayed. So what you looking at are answered prayers.
Yes.
And that's what, and it's saying that. So you are an answer. Somebody prayed for that for you. Same thing with for Cece to be where she at right now. Somebody in her life prayed for you to be all right. Somebody said, Lord have mercy, bless Cece.
That's right.
To be on her level.
Shout out to my mom.
And so, and that's the same thing with that situation, because for the people that do walk that yard, and then from people that's listening to this, that's on that yard, my prayers goes out to them, and hopefully these men and women get to see the light of day again soon, because it's not a cool place to be in.
No,
it's like I saw and went through a lot of stuff, and thank God I came out in one piece and one whole, and I kept writing. I was doing, I was allowed to have like a couple of keyboards. I had to only sell, that had a couple of keyboards in it, makeshift microphones and stuff like that.
Was everybody trying to hit your cell?
They was trying to hit.
We're going to flesh right now. We're going to flesh right now.
Yeah. So I had the keyboards and the cell and everything. So I was able to stay musically inclined. They had a music program at most of the pens that I ended up going to. So I was blessed to still be a part of the music situation, and a lot of talented individuals in there while I was in there. They was doing talent shows. I was doing talent shows in there. I was rocking, writing new music, doing new songs. A lot of the stuff that I've dropped as a solo artist, it was a lot of the music that I wrote while I was in the pen. I just came home and revamped it. But the fellas, I was happy to see that they were able to keep the whole thing alive and keeping it moving.
That felt good, because you got 4 brothers out there that are like, I definitely got to have something to come back to, and they did. They made sure. Now let's speak about Crazy, because I want to ask, like, Crazy Bone, after, this recovery, thank God he's recovering, but how is he recovering right now, and is everything cool? Because let me tell you, when we had seen all that on social media, it was a sad day here at KDAY, because you guys are different. It's like Bone Thugs, Snoop, Quick. There's certain Cube. There's certain people that are real family here. So it was just like everybody was in prayer. We saw everybody on social media. Man, can we talk about how he was recovering? And
well, I can tell you, all them prayers definitely worked. You know what I mean? Because when we seen the type of condition Cray was in, it was jarring, it was scary. You know what I mean? Like, and it brought everything into reality. You know what I mean? But to say how he's doing now, he's doing exceptionally well, healing in a miraculous way. You know what I mean? But he still got complications. He got limits on to where he can travel, you know what I mean, and limited things that he can do, you know what I mean. But at the same time, his healing procedure is going very, very well. He been out with us a couple times. He wasn't supposed to, but he can't stay away either, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Cray doing good, and that was one of the scariest moments of my life, you know what I'm saying? So to see him up, moving, still want to be a part of, giving advice, willing to write whatever for whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great thing, man. Crazy Bone doing good.
That's right, man.
He's doing very well, and just wanted to say thank everybody out there that prayed and sent us well wishes. We appreciate everybody out there for that. And definitely over here at KDAY as well, we thank y'all and everything. And even for this this day right here, this interview, we appreciate you, appreciate KDAY. The fans delivered when it comes to the prayers for our brother. And Crazy Bone is a walking miracle. Because like how they say, to see him in that condition, it crushed us.
I can only imagine.
For him to not only come back and make a miraculous recovery, like they say, he's back doing things and participating and being extremely instrumental in everything that's going on with results. I mean, with respects to Bone Thugs and Harmony today. So God is good. We thank him for giving and bringing our brother back to us. And he's still got a little bit of healing to do, but he's here.
That's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all that matters, that he's still here with us. Here's a question I've always wanted to ask, and let's see if I can get this. Are we ever going to get a Bone Thugs and Little Eazy-E album? Great question. Let's see the answer.
Hey, you know what?
Album?
We
I know there's something in the vault. I know you guys be in the studio.
How about 10 singles? You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna start off with the first one for y'all. We're gonna figure out what the first one gonna do. I think we got something up our sleeve. It's this record that's floating around right now called Why I'm Easy. It's Why I'm Easy. It's a I don't want to say too much about it because I don't need too many of y'all DJs out there. I don't need too many folks running to the running out there trying to, you know, so it's no, but to be honest, I don't care how many people, you know, come up on it and try to take it, whatever the case may be, but it's Lionel Richie. It's a record.
Hey, look.
Hold on.
Let's finna give it away. Mike Smooth, don't let him
I was
give
ready.
it away.
No, but I gotta speak it. I need to speak it into existence, though. It's all good.
Hold on, CC. But what we can guarantee you, we
What's
will
up?
be working with the young man, our little brother, on more than one project.
Good.
On
I'm
more than
so
one
glad.
Song, you know
That's
what
what
I'm
we gonna
saying?
start
All
at,
through
okay?
life, so
You
that's
hear me?
what we on.
That's what it is.
Listen to the E.
In the 90s, you got songs with Pac and Biggie, but how come you guys didn't do the collabs with Snoop or Dre during that time?
We do. I got a record. We got records with Snoop. Like Lay did one with Snoop. I got one with Corrupt. You know, it was just the
Corrupt's the shit. I love
so
Corrupt. He's a beast on the mic.
So look, all of the stuff that we was going through, it was always it was kind of scripted. You understand what I'm saying? This is what y'all. So y'all don't be fooled just because we like. Are artists, and we're artists for a reason. You can't go tell Denzel Washington, yo, nang, how come you ain't like how you was in that one movie when you was beating niggas up? You know, you can't get at the artist for being a certain way on the damn movie set, man.
Right.
This is drama. We are here to sell y'all drama. Now, it might have been a little riff-raff or whatever, heads button, whatever the case may be, but that wasn't no real. These are our brothers. I love Snoop. I love Daz. I love Corrupt. I love Nate Dogg. Rest in peace.
All the real fans know.
Yes, yeah.
But we
You know
do
what I'm
have
saying?
records out. I did a Corrupt featured on my first solo album.
Yep.
Corrupted Flesh, one of the biggest records on there, banging.
I was on the record with on Crazy Bone record with Snoop. Snoop was on my record. We got a song called Smoking Information.
Snoop is just cool, right?
He's
just so smooth.
Man, you
Come
gotta
through and
love
handle
Snoop.
business and just
Yeah.
smoke you out and leave.
Yeah, man, you know, I never smoked no more weed with him. I was on that GNN with him. Me and Busy Bone went to do GNN with him, and that boy, he smoked us out with that. I was on I was like there, but I wasn't there. My spirit was somewhere else.
You were on the outside looking in.
I was on the outside looking in, man. I was like, oh man, okay, I'm done, Snoop. I can't smoke with Snoop.
And since like in the early 2000s, directly after the 90s, you know what I'm saying? We've toured Australia, England, London. Like we toured with it. We've been mobbing across the world.
Where's the craziest place that you've toured and that they have known every song back to back and it blew your mind?
I think that might be a little bit of everywhere, CC. I think
yeah, they sing
because
our songs.
You got.
Because sometimes I think when you guys travel and some people don't even speak English, but they know every word, that has to be mind blowing.
Yeah,
you can't talk to them, but they'll do your verse for you.
Yes.
How you do that?
That's the craziest situation in the world to be out there. They rap. They know that. They know them raps. They know them songs, and that's a blessing, though. It's a beautiful thing.
What part of the world do you think you have the most hardcore Bone Thugs fan?
California? Nah.
Hey, I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say. I do want to say.
And you know what? And then I got to say something to all my beloved brown side, my essays, and all of my loved ones, you know, because Bone Thugs got the craziest Mexican fans in the world.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? My essays, man, man, I love it, and I love it.
I swear,
I
Latinos
love these
love
folks.
you guys
I
so
love my
much.
Latino brothers and sisters, man, and it can't be no Bone Thugs and Harmony without them. And
go to a Bone show and you gonna get every ethnicity.
Yes.
Believe that.
Yes. Rapping same to same, feeling it, vibing it. And it's just like, it's always a good time. And I want to take it back to what you said, Flesh, where it was like, if it's one person in Bone Thugs, 2 or 3, respect it. When you guys do concerts and, you know, sometimes there might not be all 5. I don't care what they say. They still leave. Still like, man, they killed it. It was that set. It just, it doesn't matter. You set the tone. And for me, it's always been more important for the fans to leave so happy, you know, and nobody's like, oh man, it wasn't as a good set. No, it's always, fuck, they came with it. They came with it.
Kind of an incentive to go extra hard because you got a member that's missing. So we go extra turn up. And then when you do, like, cause we just had a show right here, with all 5. When you do get that show with all 5 members, you better be on your ones and twos, you know, because we bring the Holy Ghost up in there. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it's not all 5 is what I'm saying. It's just like when you got all 5 of us, all right, now you got to be careful because it's
a different vibration,
it's
man.
a different vibration, man.
The music, you know what I'm saying? It's the same music. It's just one verse might be missing. You know what I mean? But the energy's so big. You don't even recognize it until it's over. Like, damn, B wasn't even on that song.
That's what it is. You nailed it. The energy's so big.
The energy is big.
That they don't realize it in the moment until after if they think about it.
Because we love it, so they love it.
Yes. I wanted to ask you guys this question, and I want to take music away from it. What are some of your best memories with Eazy-E that has nothing to do with music? Just on a personal.
Even just riding, you know, for example, we in a 600 being 6 deep, 5 Bone Thug members, and Eazy at the wheel. One of the things that really used to drive me crazy, I used to think I used to grab the wheel because I'd be riding shotgun with him, and he always act like he's falling. He'll do this thing he'll do this thing while he's driving, with his glasses on. It's dark. It's midnight, and he still got his sunglasses on, but he'll be acting like he sleep at the wheel on the highway, going 80 miles an hour, and he'll act like he falling asleep. Used to drive me crazy. Because I'm like, come on, man, we trying to get this place to a better place, man. We ain't trying. Come on, E, stop it. But he wasn't asleep. All I had to do was pull the glasses up to see he was awake the whole time, though. But he used to do this thing like he used to act like he was asleep at the wheel. Used to trip me out, though.
I love it. You know what? Through like different videos and especially the, you know, Straight Outta Compton movie, I didn't realize though once I started paying attention, I'm like, yo, he's funny. He's a jokester.
Big time.
Always got this like serious gangster, you know what I mean, character growing up. But now that, you know, but growing up, I didn't have YouTube or social media like that. So it's only what I really saw on TV. But now that we have all that, we can go back into the archives and we can see, you know, the footage. It's like, man, he was funny. He was what we would call a payaso, a clown. He loved the bullshit. He
was a big prankster.
He was a prankster.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I noticed about Eazy-E, because my son was out here with me when we first came. He was like 2 or something like that. So everywhere we went, Eazy-E would end up with all these little kids around him. And he really, you know, because we knew F the police and gangster and all that, but he was good with them kids. Like my son wanted to go over there and hang with Eazy-E. I'm like, boy, get over here with your daddy. He like, but for real though, like I noticed that like he really cared about people. Even when we would go out to like restaurants and it'd be people like they'd notice us and all notice him rather, and it'd be bums that was hungry, and Eazy-E order a whole bunch of food and have us take it out to him, or had the people take it out to him. You know what I'm saying? So he was just a kind, giving, real funny prankster. Like he was all that. It wasn't just like the persona wasn't gangster all the time. That was just the music.
Yeah, you know what? And I see that through his children. We had his, you know, we had his kids up here, and I see that, especially even when I see Lil Eazy, like they're good-hearted, good people.
Respectful.
Yes, very respectful people. You know, and I tell her, I'm like, listen, we know you don't play, but you're such a respectful dude, and you're just always so cool and patient with, and he's always very humble. Thank you, thank you. You know, I love Lil Eazy-E. I love his family. Let me ask you this really quick though. With his kids, you know, I know you said it. You know, it's our job. We're gonna protect them. We're gonna guide them. We're gonna be there for Eazy-E's kids. Is it hard for you if your kids want to get in this industry, and how do you guide them? Do you deter them? Do you want to see your kids do something else besides the
It's
music?
their choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to them. Our kids, whatever my kids, whatever they want to do, guess what? I'm gonna support them 100%, 1,000%. Whatever they want to do, they want to walk in Pop's footsteps. They want to get on that keyboard. They want to bang out tracks. They want to write. They want to get on that mic. You know, because that's what I do when I'm at home. And my kids take over my little area, and I don't have no problems with it. But it's up to them what they want to do. You know, I got I got a daughter that's working on her master's as far as they're trying to get her doctors together and all that stuff. That's what we chose to do. But if they decide, whatever they decide to do, they want to walk in our shoes, bam, put them on, go. So it's whatever they want to do, they got our support.
All they got to do is listen to the guidance, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the field. If you're going to play in this field, just know we made the mistakes for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But and whatever else you decide to do, we going to be there to, like my brother said, support everything. So, you know, our kids got full reign on what they want to do with their life. We just here to guide and protect the same way you do, like my brother do me, like I do my little brother. Like, you know, it's love. It's family, man. I don't even know how to say it. We family for real.
Yeah, no, for reals. I even feel the unit, especially when you guys come in. You know, there's certain artists that we come in and we'll do the interview and it's cool. But there's certain ones we're just like, oh, we're so happy you guys are here today. And it's you guys. You know what I mean? It's Bone Thugs. When you guys come in, it's just
beautiful.
I mean, listen, I remember when we were off of Wilshire, and it was me and Tattoo doing the morning show. And we got the five of you guys, and that was the first time in years. And everybody at the station was like, "This is the first time." Oh my! It was so big,
crazy.
Low key, please don't Google it because I was so nervous. I was like, "Oh my God!" for the first time.
Yes, indeed.
I was so nervous because that was actually my first time, not really meeting you guys, but really interviewing. And I think I anticipated I drew up my own conclusion of who you guys were and how you would act. And then when you came through the door, it was like the most humble experience. I felt at home. I felt like I was sitting in front of friends. And I remember me and Tat were like, oh my God, do you know what we just did right now? Do you know who we just interviewed? What the fuck? We were just like, wow. I was like, I feel like I made it at some point in my career interviewing you guys at that point.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's why we love KDAY so much too. You know, because we have so much history and so many roots right here, rooted in here. You know, of course, E brought us over here back in the day, and gave us some of the first looks here. It's been some of our first records. So, and it's always home over here at KDAY.
And you guys are still out there. You're still performing. You're still touring. As a matter of fact, you guys are going to be at the Novo. Let's talk about
the Novo
this.
Coming up
Sunday, March 3rd. Please grab your tickets at AXS.com. But you guys it's the 30th anniversary show.
Yeah.
So one, I'm going to have to be there.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay, Tiny.
Come on out.
Yeah.
Come on out.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
Yeah.
But also too, any special surprise. I know I don't want to give too many away because it's the 30th, but it's the 30th anniversary.
Oh
show.
yeah, we got something up our sleeves. We ain't gonna reveal any of that at this moment right now. But the Novo, March 3rd, y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets while they still available because or go ahead and force us to do a second show because this will be a sold out show. They might turn around, have to do it back to back. And the 30th anniversary of Bone Thugs and Harmony. This whole year is gonna be big.
And
but we
a lot
kicking
of
it.
songs. It's not to cut you off, big bro, but it's a lot of songs that we don't do that fans been wanting to hear.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And then it may come with some special guests with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything we do this year gonna be big.
I already
You
know.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
listen,
And
this
we know
is
we
the
love the
30th
N.W.A.
anniversary.
Yeah, we know we love performing in LA. So
LA loves you guys,
Yeah.
like, and I was so glad when I said where are your most hardcore fans at, because maybe I'm being biased because I'm from LA, but I feel like it's LA.
It's definitely, you know,
It's
we
our
from
number one market.
Ohio, but you got to understand that LA is our second home away from home. California is our home away from home. So.
And I wanted to go back to something you said in the beginning of the interview because I just remembered, but you had said that you went from Cleveland to LA, back to Cleveland to perform with Eazy. I'm gonna be honest, I think that was a dope play for you guys to do that. Only because I don't know what you were thinking at that time, but I would probably be thinking, I'm gonna go perform for him in my hometown where they could see us. You know what I mean? And I really
100%.
want that gas, like my foot on their neck,
I
like
like how you put that too. That's
yes,
fierce.
Damn
like
right.
in my
Fierce like that,
yes.
you know what I'm saying?
So I would definitely be like, that's the play. Let me go ahead and perform for you in my own hometown.
And that's what it was.
Because when we got there, we got mad love because we was already making strides in our city. So we felt like we couldn't get him in L.A. We got the upper hand in Cleveland. That's how we was able to get backstage because we had a few connections. I bum rushed backstage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But had that not been our home, we probably couldn't have got back there like that.
Yeah, it was
you know
me.
what I'm saying? So
The
home was
other
definitely
fellas,
back.
the
Right.
other fellas kind of like went off and everything. It was me and Lay that pushed back there, and then I think it was Busy not too far behind. I think one of them got upset about something about I'm not sure what it was.
Eazy-E didn't see us perform. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay, uh-huh.
We went on so early. We was on.
Look, this is the true story
Hey,
right
look,
here.
We went on so early. We was hot that Eazy-E didn't see us perform. So when they came off stage, me and bro followed them. You know what I mean? So we kind of snuck back in, knew the homeboy Diego right there. Like, come on, nigga, move out the way. You know what I mean? So we got back there, started rapping in the hallway, and yeah, it was definitely an advantage for us to be home.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a smart play. I just wanted to touch base
Yes,
on
indeed.
that. Really quick though, I know we got some things in the play before you guys leave. Movie or documentary?
Both.
Oh,
Docuseries, because there's so much there. You got the individual life stories as well, and then you have a 30-year history. You have the history that happened before we made it, coming up, the stuff that our parents went through. All of that is going to be a part of our story. I think this is going to be just like sort of like how Wu-Tang did the docuseries, where it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 seasons. Bone Thugs and Harmony story is so extensive. You're either gonna get 2 and 3 movies out of it, or you're gonna get a extended docuseries like how Wu-Tang did with this 5, 6 seasons to tell their story. And then of course I'm working on a memoir right now. And it's going to be, consist of course, my life coming up, even, stories about my mom, how she was on the scene. She was a well-known local big time coming up. And got it because she's kind of like the root of Bone Thugs and Harmony with respects to how we all came together. She was the initial foundation of why Bone Thugs and Harmony was able to come together in the way that we did in the first place.
wow.
And so it's a lot when you talk about that. Lay got a book he's working on, a book of poetry.
It's called The Ancient Vehicle.
Ancient Vehicle. So the movie situation now, there's a few talks, a couple of producers out there, well known, but we don't know which direction it's going to go. We don't know who it's going to be, but
listen, if just stick to the page. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. They're gonna post it.
Yeah, we're gonna be posting real soon. Y'all check it out. Stay fresh and live with us on the social media, and but yeah, we are gonna be having a real serious situation coming up right now with a variety of things. Not only the tour, the festivals, all types of stuff. The books, the movies, the TV situation, Bone Thugs, it's a story, not to take away from everybody got a story to tell. Bone got one hell of a story to tell.
I definitely want to watch that, and I think it should be a docu-series in a few seasons because you know what I'm saying? We definitely want to deep dive into that. And then really quick before you guys leave, we want to shout out to Benzo.
Benzo.
Yeah.
Watts. Shout out to
from
Watts.
He's here. What up, Benzo?
Benzo,
in
where
the
you
house.
at? Where you at? Ben, set this mic up. Yes, indeed.
I'm
Benzo.
gonna push this back so I can
Benzo.
see you really quick.
Yes,
How
indeed.
are you?
I'm well.
So y'all, we got Benzo. Tell him about the new record that's finna. When does it drop? What's the name of it?
Friday, February 9th. Pressure, featuring Flesh and Bone, Lazy Bone, Legendary Bone Thugs.
So Benzo from Watts.
Yeah.
Now you're working with Bone Thugs, legendary group. I mean,
yeah.
come on, man. Talk about this really quick.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh
bro.
no, talk about the moment that it happened. That's what I want to know.
Well, we was in the studio. Flesh was in town. He hit Mike Smooth. I was at the house. He was at the house. We like, you want to link up? Flesh hit me. He wants you to come to the studio. I'm tired, man. If you don't get your ass up, man, we about to go do this record, man. When we got there, put the beat up, it was magic.
Man,
100%.
Magic.
I appreciate that though too. Like definitely, like listen, Eazy being from Compton, you know what I mean, supporting Bone Thugs. Now Bone Thugs supporting Watts. Like it's just all right there.
You know
like it's
what?
love though, right,
Exactly.
Benzo?
They came to my neighborhood when I was about 8 years old with my older homie, you know, from the Black Hole of Watts.
Meninsky,
Big
mom.
Yeah, so it's like it came back full circle.
But isn't that a trip for you? You're like, they were in my neighborhood when I was 8 years old. Now I'm working. Like, isn't this funny how God works?
Dope.
Mike
It's dope as
Smooth,
hell.
Big O, M
Right.
Dog.
Well, working with the legendary Mike Smooth, we're gonna get him here at
yes,
KDAY.
sir.
We already told Mike
got
Smooth
to.
that. Yeah, definitely.
We working. He got to get on there.
So let me ask you really quick. Working with Bone Thugs, what's one thing just in working with them that you've learned and you're applying now to your craft?
Just stay consistent. Do you? Well, no matter, cancel the noise. You know what I mean? If you like stuff, Brotherhood stuff, like I got some stuff in my camp where I got to, man.
Delegate and kind of like.
But that's my brother. You know what I mean? And we gonna fight. It's gonna be fight. But all in all, if we one band, one sound.
I heard that.
We're gonna push.
Well, how can everybody follow you at and really just tap in with you?
The Real Benzo Music.
There
on
it is
Instagram,
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
What's
The Real
up,
Benzo.
baby?
Yeah,
That's
what's up, baby?
listen. I lived in Watts off of Zamora Avenue.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I'm right
another
there.
time,
That's
though.
my street. That's my area.
Another time.
That's my street.
There you go. There you go.
You gonna be there? You gonna be there at the Novo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
absolutely.
gonna be there.
He gonna
Yeah.
be in the
We
house.
represent a new single.
You
Like
see how I'm
said.
trying to fish
It's-
right now?
It's called,
I'm trying
it's
to
called
fish.
Pressure, the new single,
yeah.
like he
Drops
said.
Friday, February
Yeah,
9th. Y'all
February
check
9th,
it
y'all
out
get that, the visual
on all
ass single,
platforms.
All platforms.
There it
Yeah,
is
we'll
right
get that.
there. Come on, man. You guys know I love you guys. Thank you so much. I know I spent a lot of time with you, but it's just so much to dive into.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, we're going to still celebrate them all year long, 30 years of Bone Thugs. And I cannot wait to see that docuseries, guys.
That's what's up. It's
Shout out
coming.
to Harmony House, Mighty Mo Thug, all them artists, man.
Yes,
we got
indeed.
a new song we gonna give you too.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I've already told you it's on camera. You guys gonna come and do a takeover, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna do the.
We gonna do
got-
the whole takeover and give you all the solos.
So the record, the songs that he got, I have a EP out called Living Legend. Y'all make sure that's out. It's out on all streaming platforms right now. And but we got music from that, and we got music from Lay's new Hypnotic Rhythms. That album's out on all streaming platforms right now. So we kicking butt, man. We kicking butt.
No, you guys are you guys. I feel like you immortalize yourself. You guys are so busy. Snoop Dogg's everywhere. Bone Thugs is everywhere. You know what I mean? We need more of the hot sauce, though.
Oh yeah,
We need more of that.
The house sauce out
The
there.
house sauce. Sorry, the house sauce.
Yeah.
It's
By the
already.
House Boys.
He came and saw it's already almost empty over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get damn right. We're gonna ream up. You know what I'm saying? So the house sauce, we doing that. Everything that we doing, we got the brand and where we put the brand in? I'm tripping. Shoe Palace. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
So we got the brand.
I love
selling-
Shoe Palace.
Yeah, we got the brand in there. You know, we got the BTNH merch site.
That's
you know
huge.
what I'm saying? So, you know, we selling everything.
You guys are selling everything. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, we coming with the heat, with the merchandise and the new music, and it's gonna be a beautiful situation. 2024, man.
2024. That's what it's about. Come on, it's KDAY.